Just because you're a bank and you have a banking license doesn't mean you have an exclusive on banking.
In the next generation of banking, we welcome Brett King, author of Bank 2.0.
I talk about 3 phases in the book. So the first phase was the introduction of the internet. So this changed our transactional behaviour.
What internet banking gave us was new choices, new control. The psychology of that can't be underestimated. So as a bank, when we say to them, no, that doesn't work for us, you have to come down to the branch and sign a piece of paper, they say, are you crazy? This is the 21st century. We're under threat of losing the customer. If customers don't want to come into the branch, it's not that big a deal. We just serve them where they are. The banks complained to the Hong Kong Monetary Authority and said, do you know what? Octopus is acting like a bank. They're deposit taking. We want you to stop them. HKMA looked at this situation and said, you know, you're absolutely right. They are acting like a bank. So we're going to give them a banking license. So we've got a lot of stuff occurring here that looks like banking, but isn't banking.
What about your iPhone? What about your HTC or Android or Galaxy phones? These are now becoming a very important vehicle for accessing banking services. So who owns the customer?
Consumer behaviour is ahead of the curve. If you aren't keeping up with these innovations, then someone else is going to innovate around you.
I'm not sure that branches are necessarily the way to go. If I was building a new bank, mobile is growing extremely strongly as a banking platform.
When we look at the integration of NFC or near-field contactless communication technology into the iPhone platform for the next generation of the iPhone, this is going to become our credit and debit card.
Say I owe Barney $50. I put in $50. We touch our phones together, contactless to contactless. His phone just became a POS terminal. My phone just became a payment device. No card involved, no POS terminal involved. There might be a payments network involved, but that's the way we would choose to do the interaction. Why would I do that? Well, how simple is it? The banks aren't thinking about the journey the customer takes. The banks are thinking about the end of that journey, which is the transaction or the product, but they're not thinking how the customer gets to that end result. And when you start thinking about the journey the customer takes, that opens you up to some really great opportunities, and the web and mobile are obviously going to be key parts of that.
What's happening in social media is this community aspect is working where customers in this social network are saying, I trust my friends, I trust my network more than I trust what you're going to tell me about your brand.
A lot of banks that I talk to say, oh, hang on, we've got a Facebook page. We have a social media strategy. Bank of America has a Facebook page. I don't know how many millions of customers they've got, but they've got 1,929 fans on Facebook. It's pretty impressive. The only problem with this is that there's a group also called I Hate Bank of America, and they have 3,200 fans on their Facebook page. So just having a Facebook page, I'm afraid, is not a social media strategy.
If you think that brand marketing or you think marketing campaigns can prevent brand damage from this sort of thing, I'm sorry.
We can't control what people are going to say or think about our brand. So this puts the onus back on us to demonstrate our brand. It's not about the technology, it's not about apps, it's not about CRM databases, it's not about these sorts of technologies, but it is about the behaviour of customers. And if we understand behaviour of customers, innovation is not only inevitable, but it's an absolute essential for the survival of your business.